Hey there, it's been about a week, but here's another in the crosshairs for you. I had a great time at the Hall of Fame. It was fantastic to see Eddie D go in, and what a richly deserved honor that was. All the former teammates got a chance to see, got to catch up with little Huey Lewis and Boys to Men and some of the other let's all flash back to the 90s kind of experience, but it was an amazing weekend, and I think kind of the highlight so far for me of 2016. But let's talk a little bit about sports in general. Did you see Cam Newton last night? See him after the game in the press conference? Cam. Haven't learned much, have you? Outside of the Elmer Fudd cartoon-like outfit you were wearing. You know what? That is what they're going to want to talk about, Cam. They're going to want to talk about what you did, running on the field, costing your team a touchdown. It's just silly. This is one of the best players in the league. If you're going to put together a top three, he's in your top three, I think, no matter offense, defense, whatever. He's an amazing athlete. Does need to do one thing, and that's grow the hell up and come to grips with the responsibilities that you have, okay? I went to the Falcons game last night, a 23-17 win over the Washington Redskins. Yeah, the Redskins, that's their name. That's what we'll call them. It hasn't been repealed. It's not illegal. They're the Redskins. Hail to the Redskins. Yeah, all that. But anyway, Kirk Cousins, they looked okay. Falcons defense looked all right. Falcons offense, I tweeted last night, they were offensive. They were, really. There wasn't much to watch when Matt Ryan and company were in there. Once Matt Schaub and a couple of the backups got in, it came alive. Robinson, the rookie from Arkansas State, did an amazing job in that first half, caught a couple of big balls. They looked pretty good in the third quarter, too. A little comeback, a couple touchdowns late by Washington made it close. But one thing I really noticed was the kickoffs. You've heard a lot about the kickoffs and how the ball, want to come to is it going to come to the 25? What are they going to do? What spot they're going to, look, not one of the kickoffs made the end zone, not one. And they all landed at the goal line or about the half-yard line. That means you got to return it. And special teams coach and football coaches and football teams are going to love this idea that they can trap you inside the 25. So 25 becomes your goal, not a given. And unlike what people think it's a safety deal, it's nothing to do with safety. It's actually increasing the amount of collisions. It's silly, but it's another example of the NFL doing something that's 100% motivated by business types, suits, and attorneys. And it has nothing to do with football. Listen to the football people when it comes to football type decisions like this. Little Olympics last night, got home, got a chance to catch some of that. Man, the gymnastics was amazing. To see the way that those young ladies can twist and turn and jump and tumble, and Biles being called the greatest of all time. I can remember Nadia Comaneci in the 10s and all that. But I'll tell you, this girl hits everything. Lands all her flips, lands all her jumps, lands all her twists. I mean, Allie Raceman did a hell of a job. But Simone Biles is just sort of in a class by herself. And, in gymnastics, to win by over 2 points, that's like a marathon winner winning by a mile. I mean, literally winning by a mile. It was something that was amazing and an awful lot of fun to see. Hey, back to football real quick. Did you see the quote from Ricky Williams? If you didn't, it's classic. If marijuana was legal, I'd be in the Hall of Fame. Well, yeah, and if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump its butt on the ground. If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a wagon. Insert comment here as far as that analogy goes. Well, it's not legal, and that's something I've talked about before. Hey, these kids today that are getting tested, deal with it, son. You're getting paid a lot of money. And all it means is you can't smoke weed. One more time. You're making a lot of money. All you can't do is smoke weed. Can you take your money and not smoke weed? We'll see. My guess is a good number of them can't do it. And it's got nothing to do with self-control or it should be legal or anything else. Right now it's illegal and you shouldn't be doing it. A quick commentary here at the very end. A lot of news in the last season or so, year and a half, 2 years, especially around the whole Baylor football team and the sexual predators that were involved in some of the incidents with that team, and it's some involvement around other programs. I would call for a very simple policy for the NCAA. You're banned for at least a season. You get a sexual predator type of a charge, a sexual predator kind of a conviction. You know, if you're being charged with it, you go on vacation until the case is over. If you get convicted of it, you're not going to play college football. You're not going to get free education. You're not going to get all these extras that college athletes can get. That's something, and I had 5 sisters. I have 2 daughters, and I've got no tolerance for that. 0. And I don't care who you are. You get caught up in that, you're going bye-bye and you're not playing football. That'll do it for In the Crosshairs. See you at the next one.